year, being September, moss tends to be a problem in most people's lawns. As the nights get damper, moss tends to appear and it takes over in amongst the grass. So one of the best ways to getting rid of that is to rake through the moss, make some holes in the lawn with a fork, and then fill up those holes with sharp sand, which greatly improves the drainage and makes it much more difficult for moss to get a stronghold. So what I'm going to do to start with is just show you, by raking through the grass, you get the worst of the moss and the thatch out of the lawn, like so, and you soon end up with a pile of moss and thatch. Then what we do is we get a fork and we aerate the lawn with a fork. So at 6-inch intervals, you push the fork into the lawn, make a little wiggle, and you've got little holes which help the lawn breathe properly. Obviously we're only demonstrating in a small area, so what I'm going to do is just throw some sharp sand across the top of the area we've made the holes, like so, all just as if you're feeding the chickens. And once we've got a relatively even layer, what we're going to do is just brush it into the holes with a stiff broom. I think that's roughly about enough. Having spread our sharp sand across the lawn, we're now just going to lightly brush that in with a stiff broom. And all those holes we made earlier will now be filled with sharp sand and will greatly improve the drainage of the lawn. If you've got an area that's particularly bad for moss, what you can do is just put on some autumn lawn feed, and the iron in that helps kill the moss off even further still. So you put on your protective gloves, because it's not particularly nice stuff, and then you spread this either by using a spreader which you can buy, or again, just as if you were feeding the chickens, a nice even layer across the area where the moss is particularly bad. There we go. You need to take care these doesn't go into the borders, just on the grass. And that's that job done.